Republican supporters, but right now we want to turn to some compelling international headlines.
That's right. Threatening rhetoric coming from North Korea and the leader Kim Jong-un there a day after the UN Security Council passed strict sanctions against Pyongyang.
The state news agency KCNA says Kim has now ordered nuclear weapons to be ready for use, quote, at any time. The news agency also confirming the test fire of a new multiple launch rocket system. The Pentagon says it's aware of these reports and is closely monitoring the situation with its regional allies.
The United States has urged North Korea to refrain from provocative actions that aggravate tensions. That's a direct quote from a Pentagon spokesperson made after the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un told his military leaders to be ready to fire nuclear weapons at a moment's notice. The BBC's Steve Evans gave us his assessment of the situation from the South Korean capital, Seoul.
He was watching the launch of missiles, and according to the state-controlled media there, he said the nuclear force of North Korea should be bolstered, both in quantity and quality. It should be on constant standby, and it should be ready to attack preemptively. So it's pretty blood-curdling stuff. Having said all that, there is a ritual that's going on and has gone on before. We had the nuclear test back in January, a big rocket launch then last month, sanctions then this week, and it's very similar to a situation back in 2013 when North Korea also did a nuclear test. At that time, Kim Jong-un told foreigners that they had to leave Pyongyang, for example, and Seoul here actually, because war was so imminent. It's a cranking up of the rhetoric which happens quite frequently. Having said all that, when the leader of a power which does have the ability to detonate nuclear devices makes this kind of threat, you have to take it seriously. It doesn't mean he's going to carry it out, and outside experts actually doubt that he could carry it out. But there is no doubt at all that he is moving down the path of being able to carry it out, probably some years away. So there is a ritual going on, a particularly high state of tension. Next week, that tension will be cranked up even more because there will be the annual exercises, joint exercises between the South Korean military, shoulder to shoulder, with the US military, forces from both sides on manoeuvres in this country. North Korea says that's clearly a preparation for invasion. The rhetoric will get hotter and the tension will get higher. It doesn't mean war is imminent, but it does mean the tension is high.